And yeah, there it is. Everything is coming on screen. Again, I'm Dr. Paul Dyer. Welcome to Bridges Life Presents Mental Health Mondays. I'm with my good friend King Melvin. We're going to go right into it. If you want to look up more information about King Melvin, he's going to give you all that information. But first, how can people get a hold of you, King Melvin, if they have any questions after they see this nice little clip?
Well, basically, they can reach me at area code 347-346-3047. That number again is area code 347-346-3047. You can reach me directly.
Thank you, my brother. You recently just had a show come up, and I want to talk to you about tell me how that show went. I want to say congratulations on your upcoming shows that you just recently had.
Oh, well, thank you very much. And first of all, I want to thank you for being so gracious to have such a incredible platform doing such meaningful work. So thank you for having me as a guest.
Oh, thank you, brother. If we don't pull together, we fall apart singly.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, I have a new show called the Mind Tuning Talk Show, and it comes on every single Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Also Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. And I'm with a radio station. I'm the general manager. Thank you very much. I just got promoted to general manager on Brooklyn King and Queen radio station, and we streaming worldwide, and we got about at least 80 million viewers, and I'm very excited about that. I'm also excited about the radio station King and Queen Radio. They have an actual float. I am the MC for a parade, one of the largest New York City parade. I'm so proud of this, to be the MC for the largest New York City parade. It's a dance festival parade. Now, a parade is already huge.
Right.
And then you talk about a festival, that's double trouble. So you got about 150,000 spectators that's going to be out there celebrating with us. That's Saturday, May the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it's going to be bananas. It's going to be close to 10,000 dancers from all over the world, colors and dance costumes from all over the world. We're going to have DJs and live bands. I'm talking about it's going to be bananas. It starts at 11 a.m. It starts at 21st Street and Broadway. It's going to be at it's going to end at the Tompkins Park. The famous Tompkins Park. I'm excited about this, man.
Man, I wish I could just take a drive down there. I just don't have the time right now to pop into my big NYC to participate in this parade. That's going to be awesome. I love it.
The festival is really about bringing art back into the schools. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
And in the cabaret, they had some cabaret laws that used to come and shut the clubs down, man. They couldn't have no dancing in there. So we are celebrating the big win of being able, the authorities can't come in those clubs and shut us down for dancing. And the schools will have band and arts back in the schools. We're very excited about that. And again, my show is coupled with yours. It's about mind tuning. My mind tuning philosophy is very simple. If your mind is out of tune, your life going to be out of tune. And if your mind is in tune, your life will be in tune. It's that simple. And when you master the mind tuning philosophy, now they say there's not many guarantees, but I beg to differ. The guarantee is if you master mind tuning, you will be able to be, and have anything you want. Not some things, anything. Because first, before you even think about mind tuning, you have to deprogram.
That's it.
Before you can reprogram. Come on,
That's
Doc.
That's it. And people keep trying to overlay the new programming on the old program, and it does not work. Matter of fact, nothing ever gets through because the old programming starts to seep in and take over. And I think that's where people are really struggling with. I think we've been talking about changing your mindset, changing your chemistry, changing who you are, but you have to destruct,
Come on,
destroy, to
come on, Doc.
construct. You cannot construct over the same construction you've had from previous. And this has nothing to do with my life was pretty good last year, 5 years ago, 10 years ago.
Come on.
For you to reprogram, you still must strip all that away. You may take some pieces and be like, that was a good piece, put it back here.
That's right.
So I want you to talk about mind tuning, but where can people get to the radio show? How do they get there? And what's the online
Oh,
link?
great question. All they would have to do is, if they want to listen to it online, they would just put King, and you spell the word out, AND, King and Queen radio.com/mind tuning. Let me say that again. It's a little slower. It's King, King, the word and spelled all the way out. Queen, Q spelled all the way out. QUEEN radio station. King and Queen radio station.
Perfect. Now let's get into some of the precepts of mind tuning. You've already talked about you have to reprogram, and that seems to scare people when we talk about programming. Like, so what was I before? What does that mean? So explain to them, because I think we get so apprehensive about certain words that we're unsure about moving forward. So when we talk about programming, there's things that your brain has adapted to or grown accustomed to because of what someone has either told you, has either someone directed you without your being in the being. Like, you did not have any say so. I understand that when people are young, they listen to their elders. And so wherever they said, that was part of the programming. It does not mean they were good or bad. You just did not decide on the program yourself. So there is no intentional process to it. So explain that to them.
Well, that's Doc. You're hitting the nail right on the head, so to speak. You're right. People have these fears, these phobias. When you hear certain words, certain emotions come up and triculate fear. So everybody got a good handle on technology. So this is how I explain it, because I was having people programming. Oh boy, here we go with the brain wall. So I said, listen, if the concept is, I don't care how much everybody know about computers. I said, I don't care how much you pay for the hardware. And I don't care how great of a computer programmer or operator you are. But if you got damaged software, you're going to get damaged results. If you got damaged software, I say it again, you're going to get damaged results every time. So they say, well, what is the solution? The solution is get rid of the damaged software. So that's where the deprogramming comes in. Because I asked you, I said, it's damaged software. If you have look at your mirror and you look at your life and say, I am not happy with this person or this life that's in front of me. If you have an honest moment, because that's what happened to me. I was not happy with the program. Like you said, I didn't have choice of the programming that I was given. But when I learned that I could choose, I like to use the term, I could reinvent myself.
Right.
I said, whoa, wait a minute. You mean to tell me I can recreate myself? Yes, because in Genesis, I like to go back to Genesis. It says, let us make man in our image and likeness. I said, you ain't got to be the rocket scientist to understand what that means. That means, you can be a god and a goddess of your world and your life and create your mind and to create your world exactly the way you want it to be. I'm excited about the mind tuning guarantee. They say a guarantee. You doggone right, it's a guarantee.
But here's some breakdowns, people. Listen to what King Melvin's talking about. Reinventing, reprogramming. That means again, and we wanted to say it so slowly that you must say, Dr. P, I get it. I get what you're saying. I must stop doing the other stuff. No, I didn't say stop. You have to destroy it.
Mm,
There's a
come on,
difference.
go in.
Because if you just stop, that means it can continue.
Mm,
I mean,
powerful.
it seems, come on, right? You have,
You right there. Because see, certain like they say certain habits are hard to break. Here you are been doing something ever since you was a child, and you already know just in certain habits, smoking, it's a process. I'd say there's no over that. It's a process, but it's a conscious process with techniques and exercises, mind tuning. We got a mind tuning meditation practice to get your mind practice to focusing. Your mind ain't used to focusing. Your mind ain't used to being scattered all over the place.
Yeah. So if you understand that, people, and I hope you do, and I hope you have any questions, you always contact King Melvin or myself. You put it in the inbox or wherever social media, and I'll make sure I get it to King Melvin if you can't reach him, or if you reach me, we talk. So it's no easy getting your questions answered. Here's the other thing, and it's just nothing against, and I'll make this again disclaimer. I wish I could have something scrolling across the board. This has nothing against Western medicine and the medication you might need to take for something dot dot dot. But here's the caveat to that. It is very difficult to reprogram when your body's filled with external chemicals that does not help the brain. That's all I'm telling you. I understand some people don't fire as well. I know some people have bipolar depression because of, I understand it, people. I get that I need this medication. I've been on it for 20 years. I've been on it for 5. I've been on it. It has helped me. And I agree it has helped you. But it's very difficult to reprogram when your your cells is focusing on absorbing other non-chemical factors that are put in your body. That's why food is important. That's why oxygen is important. That's why water is important. Clean water is important. So, but what King Melvin says, you have to put in the work. It doesn't mean it's impossible. It's very difficult. There's a difference. Go ahead, King Melvin.
Yes, yes. I'm glad that you brought that up because that's a great disclaimer, doctor, because we want people to be real clear. We're not saying jump off your medications and not honor the medical profession because the medical profession has its place and has its value in our society. We're saying be intelligent. So this is a very powerful spiritual thing. You know, it's so powerful that if your desire, your spiritual desire is strong enough, the universe will create circumstances
For you.
where you can wean off of these meds under your doctor's care. I've seen it countless times. God said all we got to do is ask, and it shall be given. So if you in your heart sincerely say, I really want to be to a place where I do not have to rely on medication, Lord, I need your help with this. God and the universal forces will put circumstances in your way that you'll start eating better, you start thinking better, you start being you're psychologically better. Trust me, when you don't just believe, you got to know God. You got to know that these principles are true. God's word never comes unvoid. So if you lean more on the world and man, you're going to get those results. But if you lean on God's spirit, your spiritual inner being, miraculous miracles happen right there. And I'm only talking through experience because I was a human being that was out of tune like everybody else. But now sitting on the other side of this, I last time I checked, I'm a human being like you. I got two legs and two arms, and I didn't come from planet, no different kind of planet.
Right.
It's possible.
Here's the other thing. And we have to also underline, put bold letters, underscore, all those things. You got to do the work. You got to do the work.
Mm,
You can put
yes.
it in God's hand all you want, but if you don't
Mm,
do it, if you want to stop your diabetics and your diabetes from rising, and you're still eating the greasy foods and the salt
come
and the
on.
sugar,
Yes.
God's got nothing to do with that. That's all
No,
you. That's
that's
all
all you.
you. That's all
That's
you.
all you.
So you have to take care of your life better. And here's the thing: ask for help. Do people, if you didn't realize it during the pandemic, stop thinking you're all alone in this thing, because that's what they
Amen.
want you to
Right.
think. That is a program that they want you to keep. Is that fear-based program that you are all by yourself and no one cares about you and no one needs you and no one loves you. That's a damn lie.
Come on now. You know you talking right because it is. See, this is why we have to. You have to separate.
Hmm.
You have to separate the facts from the illusions.
Yeah.
That's where all of this deprogramming coming at. There's certain thoughts and certain beliefs that do not serve you in a positive manner. And if you don't know the difference, you will be having truth mixed with falsehood, and it's very difficult to distinguish the two. This is why you need doctor, you need help, you need to be able to, you can call us, you can be able to get clarity on things. You don't have to be out here by yourself. You don't have to do it, and we will help you. I was so unclear about what was true for me and what was not true for me. But when you around people that has been on a journey before you and have proven circumstances, and people that's in great health, people that got great minds, they must know something because they didn't. Especially me, I was not always mind tuned and all of the best health. I grew up like everybody else, but I understood that if I changed my mind, I could change my life, change my health, and change my surroundings and well-being.
You had said something. I want to touch on that also. If you if a person is unhealthy and they don't want to be better, now that's the key thing. Want, personal intention. You said that. You got to have intentional action. And you say the things that you need to do and you practice the things that are good for you, it would still be poisonous. And I think that has to be understood. So what I'm saying is, if you want to change and your mind and you're changing your mindset of changing, then the good things you're doing will be positive. If you say you want to change and you have not accepted in your own personal heart and mind that you truly believe in changing, anything you do will make you sick and poisonous.
I like that. I've been through that one. I've been through that one. You can't fool God or the universe. You just can't. Because I tried. I mean, I was like, okay, I'm not smoking no more. I'm done with the cigarettes, and come on. You already know when you made it, when you told that lie, you already know you wasn't believing it yourself. But when you get serious, like you say, in your heart, in your mind, the universe will do backflips to bring you results to make that possible. But you have to make that decision. And I always told a lot of my students, I said, first of all, you can't even study with me until you say the following. Mm. I am ready to take full responsibility for the so-called bad and the good things that happen in my life. I no longer gonna be in the blame game or be a victim. I'm going to take responsibility to do the work. If you're not saying that to me, I will say the doors will be open when you're ready. But right now, because the first thing you're going to say, mind tuning don't work. No, it ain't that mind tuning don't work. You just didn't want to work.
Explain, King Melvin, and thank you so much for coming with me and visiting with people on a Mental Health Monday. And this is Mental Health Month. Most people don't know. It doesn't matter. This is Mental Health Month, and we really want to promote good mental health every day, all day, 365 days a year. But when we're talking with King Melvin, we're talking about mind tuning. That means stopping the old program and destroying it and putting in a new program. When you said about using the words, the blame game. What does the blame game verbiage sound like when you hear it from your clients? They, them, it's everything is all, it has nothing to do with you. So what are some of the blame game words that you heard?
Well, it's not my fault.
Right.
It's the way I grew up. It's my community. You know, it's the other nationalities' fault. Slavery. We didn't have nothing to do with that, and I can't help it if I don't know. Ignorance is supposed to be. There's no excuse for ignorance, as we always say. You need to take responsibility until you stop sucking your thumb and being a grown person, still not taking responsibility. You're still a child. You're still a child. I don't care what it says on your birth certificate or chronologically. If you still want to blame, then you really didn't get it yet. You're not ready. You're just not ready. And when I say mind tuning, I tell people, if you, and this is what I'm about to say, take some practice of meditation, and it takes discipline and focus for you to stay on it, because everything is vibration. You got to master.
Come on now.
In happiness, love, joy, and peace, no matter what's going on around you. My dear leader, teaching guide, Jesus Christ, he probably was the best on two legs walking on planet Earth, to be able to just hold that vibration. If you came to Jesus dripping your illness or your sickness, he understood. There was something in your brain that was out of tune that made you believe that you was blind, crippled, or crazy. But when he said, do you believe? Do you believe within?
Right.
And if you believe within, he could help you. But if you didn't believe within, he couldn't even help you. And Jesus was a master. So it's always about keeping that vibration. Because if you don't have love, joy, and peace, and you stressed out all the time, you will be in that hospital with the rest of them folks that take life too doggone serious. And before they know it, their immune system is down. They got all kind of problems. But the people that laugh the most, the people that play the most, the people that joke the most, they stay healthier and happier. It's not easy to do. I'm not saying it's easy.
But we're also not talking about the comical clown either. We're not talking about being the court jester either. We're not talking about being apathetic and being comical and saying, I just don't care. That is not when he's talking about laughter and joy. Making for someone who's falling or who is ill and sickness and laugh. That's not the laughter we're referring to, because that is still sending out negative vibrations when you are being cruel in your comical review. I just want to make that clear too.
I like that. This is why I got a comedy show coming up called Clean Comedy. May the 18th, that's a Wednesday, at the famous Broadway Comedy Club. Everybody came out of there. Eddie Murphy, you name it. They got a shrine down in the lower level where everybody you can think about that was funny came out of there. So I do clean comedy, so don't be laughing when you see me come on the stage with a Mr. Clean bottle and a rag in my pocket. And they acting. See, you already laughing already. See, I like Doc. You got to be the first one in the row, Doc. So they said, what is this guy? He's dressed to the nine, and he got Mr. Clean. And I said, well, I do clean comedy. And they started like, So you really got to go there and bring in Mr. Clean. Yeah, I do clean comedy. So I'll be doing that May the 18th, and I'm excited about that. If people want tickets, they just need to touch bases with you, and I'll be glad to accommodate them, because it's going to be about real good clean comedy. And I just wanted to say there was one time there was a pilot. The plane was going down, so he says, "Mayday, Mayday, Mayday! Plane's going down. I'm sorry. God bless you. I know there's three parachutes back there. The three people back there's only two parachutes. God bless you. I'm out. I'm gone." So it was it was a Catholic priest. He said, a Catholic priest and the most smartest man in the world, and a Boy Scout. So the smartest man in the world said, "Yo, I'm the smartest man in the world. I'm a heart surgeon. They need me. I'm taking one of these parachutes." So he jumps out. So he said, well, and then the Pope says, "Well, I lived a pious life. Young man, you a Boy Scout. You take the last part." He said, and the Boy Scout said, "You ain't got to worry about that, because the smartest man in the world, he just jumped out of the plane with my knapsack on." "I'm killing myself over here, Doc. I'm killing myself over here."
He just jumped out of plane with my backpack.
So, with this sort of serious COVID stuff, I'm glad that God gave me the gift to be able to make people laugh. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'll be doing songs from my CD. I'm a hopeless romantic, Doc. So all of my songs is romantic songs. So I'll be doing jokes and singing from my CD. So I'm excited about that. It's a blessing.
And that's at the Broadway Comedy Club.
Yeah, Broadway Comedy Club, 318 West 53rd Street, between 8th and 9th. They want tickets, 347-346-3047. That number again, area code 347-346-3047. If you need my email, that's King Melvin 1952 at gmail.com. That number again, Gmail is King Melvin 1952 at gmail.com.
Also,
touch bases with Doc.
Also, you can also listen to the radio show of King and Queen Radio, and put it on King Melvin Mind Tuning. You can catch him on Tuesdays.
Yes. That's all you got to do. If you want to hear it online, you just put King and Queen Radio / Mind Tuning, and I'll pop up. And if you want to call in, please let me give you the calling studio numbers, because I have some sponsors. I got some gift certificates to give out. So it'll be great. Live studio telephone numbers are, especially tell them you're talking from Doc's Radio. Let them know how you heard about it. At 718-253-4239. That live studio call-in number is 718-253-4239. And the other number, if it gets busy, because this show won't get busy now, 718-676-0820. That other number is 718-676-0820.
Thank you, my brother King Melvin. Thank you for everyone for listening to Bridges Live. I'm Dr. Paul Dyer. Welcome to Mental Health Mondays. We have a lot for you. We'll always continue to be here and let you know that you are not alone. King Melvin, myself, and all my friends and family out there who are reaching out, reaching up, and reaching for you to reach to us, because we're here to be part of a we and not just an I, because that's what they want to do. They want to separate you from your spiritual self, your soulful self, and your mental self. And if they keep separating you, you become a physical death. So stop the dying stop your apathetic and do something. Just ask for help. I'm Dr. Paul. This is King Melvin, and we're Bridges Live, and we'll be talking to you another again later. Thank you. Good night.